Guys, it's West here, back with another episode of From the Crumbs. Hope you guys missed me. I totally missed recording. Um, Literally, I did. I missed out on recording, but I also missed doing it. We have plenty of stuff to talk about today. Plenty of updates have been made to the game since I've been gone. I've done a lot of stuff in game, and as you may be able to notice, outside of the game as well, I have a little bit better of a setup. Those of you who saw me stream know that I was streaming out of a really crappy setup in the basement before. Now we're upstairs, and I'm at my new desk, and I got this nice new chair that just came in yesterday, some headphones that are pretty decent, and this microphone that we've been using. I love the Blue Yeti, it's amazing. Everything sounds and looks better, at least in my opinion. Always happy to hear your opinion as well in the comments below on whether or not you like it. So we'll just hop right into this, I guess. So recently the patch came out that nerfed Ganymede and buffed a few other units, made some skill and level adjustments where they needed to be for a while. Shannon got a little bit of a buff on her HP, reducing her attack. Acasis got changed a little bit, but this isn't a patch notes video. We're here to talk about units. So since the last video, about a month ago, maybe more than a month ago actually, 30 something days ago, I'll have it pop up on screen, we did have our Hraesvelg at plus 12 runes. The runes are now plus 15, so we've maximized his stats on the current runes. I haven't found better runes because, quite frankly, these 6-star runes that I've got on him are pretty amazing. They've got attack, crit rate, crit damage, they've got plenty of accuracy and a little bit of sustain. The HP is not where it needs to be at all. But, you know, we've got some resistance on him too, which is nice because he's kind of resilient against stuns and some of the earlier waves. His damage output is amazing. He's got pretty high multipliers. That second skill hits for 22k with defense break and attack buff, so he does quite a bit of damage, even on a speed slot too. Crit rate is optimized for giants, and of course I'm always going to complain about the crit damage of a unit until it's around 200. Charlotte's on a beautiful damage build. Speed, crit damage, attack. The speed rune is the only real speed we have on her, but again, everything except for her slot 2 is plus 15. Her slot 2 does need to be plus 15, and actually we can sacrifice some accuracy eventually, so her accuracy is higher than it needs to be. I do use her in PvP though, but in Giants she's doing spectacularly on this build. Let's see, Veramos, no changes. Veramos is still great as ever, getting the best Swift set I have, or at least best support-based Swift set I have. Our Bernard's sitting around 252. Accuracy is actually there just because I think there's a slot 6 accuracy rune just so he can land stuff in Guild Wars, but his speed could potentially be 270 if I just gave him all speed and didn't worry about any accuracy, which I'm tempted to do. So other units, I plus 15 the runes on Sigmaris. Sigmaris still has 100% attack. Same runes still, because I just, honestly, I don't want to mess around with my dungeon teams too much. I like them staying reliable and efficient, and just plus 15ing their runes has made the runs almost perfect, almost 100% success rate, so I'm really happy so far with those. All I did is I bring up the crit damage rune. The attack runes didn't really need it. Slot 2 is still the same, but I don't think the slot 6 needs it until I have a 6-star rune. Magic Knight, haven't done anything with her besides steal some runes for monsters. I did pull some Nat 5s since the last video. I don't believe I talked about Chiwu. I pulled Chiwu, 6-starred Chiwu, not building him yet, but he is 6-starred and almost max leveled, ready to be used, because he is going to be used in, of course, Arena, actually, until I found out some stuff about FEI. We're going to talk about her in a minute. Oh, so excited about FEI now that I actually appreciate her. Vertihil is 6-starred as well. I 6-starred Stella, 6-starred Poseidon, and 6-starred FEI. Not going to click on her because I'm really excited. Monsters we pulled besides Chiwu, we got Amir as our first Ifrit summoning. I do have the Ifrit transmogs in case you haven't noticed. I thought they were too amazing to pass up. That is a transmog pack I bought in addition to the Charlotte one. So Amir is transmogged up, looking great. I pulled the Wind Monkey as well. It was a random scroll. It wasn't anything special. No TOA, no mass summon. It was I think it was a mystical scroll from World Boss, or from, it was Guild Siege, I believe. So I pulled Wind Monkey. He is going to be on my defense alongside Rakan eventually. I have this weird series of defenses that I have planned out I want to try in Arena. Of course, this depends on getting runes. So I've been farming like crazy in Giants. I've got a ton of runes. We're not really going to talk about them today because there's just way too many to go over, and I don't want to keep this coming back video, I guess you could say, too long. I am going to make a bunch of uploads, and I plan a lot of videos for the next week or so. So hopefully I have a lot of content coming out for you guys. Those are the units I 6-starred. I don't think I'm missing anybody there. Other pulls that are notable, there's not really any. There's my monster box. There's my storage. Of course, same units that I've planned to build for a while. I have some TOA units saved up, and I got a few more 4-stars that are just sitting there. I have plenty of 3-star maxes from all the Giants I've been farming. If you wanted evidence that I've been in Giants a lot, that's the best way to show you guys. I have a crap ton of Rainbow Mon and no 3-star fodder for them, which is actually kind of a good problem to have. It means that I've been spending a lot more time in Giants than I have summoning, which is really what you want to spend your time doing. You don't want to be wasting your materials. So now we're going to talk about FEI since I've hyped her up so much. These are not at all the best possible runes I can give her. These right now are kind of just filler runes. There's a bunch of 5-stars on her. After I saw some of what she did today in Giants, I'm extremely impressed and want to give her better quality runes. I think her attack, given she has a speed slot 2, and her crit rate and crit damage are very nice. That's the slot 6 that I stole from Magic Knight, is the one I put on FEI. I runed her up literally right before this video because I was trying to find a reason to use this slot 4 rune. It's a 5-star crit damage rune, but the rolls it got on it are pretty crazy, besides the crit rate, of course. Right before this video I got it, and it almost triple max rolled. It went 5-5-4 into speed, and then it rolled once into attack, and the base attack was 4, so it rolled 7% into attack, which is another max roll. So this rune is amazing. I'm going to have to find out who I'm going to give it to. Someone's going to get it, I promise you. Someone on my dungeon team, probably. If not, someone in my Guild Wars lineup is going to get it, because this is a really nice rune. It's got good speed, and I was thinking I was going to put it on FEI, and then when I looked at all the other stats, like, I don't know, I'm really happy with where she is right now. Only upgrades I could do is give her, of course, 6-star slot 4 and slot 6 runes, which is going to be hard because these runes are decent at least. She's got 5-stars in other slots, and it's like she's got so much room for improvement. And I was in arena today just testing her out right before the video, and she hit a 21k ignored defense with attack buff, and I was like, wow, that is so crazy. So I'm going to make a separate video just like completely focused on FEI. I know she doesn't have the best runes, and I know I'm not a high tier player, or whatever, a G3 player with amazing runes to showcase, but I think if anything that'll be an even better showcase of how amazing FEI is and how you have to build her if you have her. I feel like even though I appreciated she has good damage output and appreciated that there's really late game Summoners War players who are desperate for a FEI because she's so good, I didn't really realize her damage output and true potential until I slapped runes on her and tried her out. Because like I said, these are really mediocre runes. The crit rate and crit damage are good, but the attack could be better, the speed could be way better for a speed slot 2 unit. And I don't know, she could be amazing. So we're going to hop right into Guild Wars, not Guild Wars, we're going to hop right into Arena so I can show you guys. I do sit around Fighter 1, Fighter 2 when I'm playing. I think she could, I don't know how she'd be used against Katarina because she'll be critting. And I don't want to put her against Leo. I think maybe I can outspeed that team. I don't know how fast the Bastet is, which is kind of scary. We're gonna YOLO it, I guess, because that Bastet could be 255, 260 speed and outspeed me, I think, with a speed leader. And she has immunity, which kind of sucks. But we are gonna outspeed the rest of the team. Our Poseidon is gonna hopefully defense break. Yellian didn't derp. Can you reset Lucian? Okay, we did. Beautiful. So now we're gonna put it on ×1 speed. That was like perfect scenario. It could not possibly be better than that against this team. So we're gonna put it in 1 speed. So we're hitting 8,000 against Eladriel. It's a Nemesis Eladriel. We didn't get any ignore defense, but the ignore defense, I promise you, we're gonna get a hit today. It was crazy. Slow down Bastet. We're gonna silence people. I know I haven't done a lot of arena videos, or any at all if I have, but it's because I love that second skill. It's because I don't like the point that I'm at in the game, and I don't want to show people arena videos at fighter level because I don't think it's really interesting to watch. I could be wrong. There might be people interested in seeing that, but I didn't want to make videos on something that I don't feel like I'm really ready to, because Arena is more of a later game thing. Oh man, this team is really annoying. I didn't really think about that. Anyways, Faye, back to Faye. Faye's ridiculous. So when you think about her third skill being down, she can revenge proc, and then when she revenge procs with her first skill, she can defense break and proc into her second skill, which is a 2-hit strip, which is, oh, there's so much going on with Faye. She's dead now anyway, so we probably lost this. We 14k ignored defense into Bastet, though. Yeah, well, there goes Faye. But I think you guys are starting to get the point. It's such a good monster. I think that even that ignored defense hit was with an attack break, maybe? I don't know. I'll see that when I watch over. I think we are going to manage to win this, though. We can talk about Poseidon some more, too, as well. Poseidon on my arena team. Love Poseidon. The attack bar reset and slow is really amazing for any cleave team, pretty much. Poseidon's one of those monsters where he's a support monster, and I put him in the same category as Charlotte, besides the attack bar reduction, because he can be built as either a support monster or a pretty serious damage dealer. I know Charlotte's technically an attack type monster, but with Awakening into accuracy and just her general skill set, sleep on 1, the stun and glancing, or stunning and slowing on 2, and the glancing and attack bar reduction on 3, she could be used as a high HP or hybrid support with a lot of speed. Same thing with Poseidon, he can do the same. Also, his multipliers are pretty decent, and putting him in a speed crit damage attack build with 200 or more speed, like really, I mean, he does really good damage, and he's really usable in, Dragon, some of the dungeon teams. But he's one of those units where I'd want on a Despair damage dealer set, similar to Charlotte. Of course, you do want them 100 speed or more. But I've been using him in Arena because alongside Galleon and a Bernard, he's really able to do a lot and allow my damage dealer to attack. And in this case, my damage dealer is Faye. Faye's so good. Speed lead, which is amazing because that's really the big reason I thought Faye was so good, was because the Arena speed lead makes her really usable. But her damage output is just insane. We'll see if we can showcase it here. We completely outspeed them. That's amazing. I really am unimpressed with my Bernard too, and I feel like my Bernard needs to be like 40 speed faster to be worth anything. Again, Poseidon. I mean, he's 70% accuracy, but still on wind monsters, that's really impressive. So let's see this damage output. 20k ignored defense on Chandra and 20k ignored defense on Ganymede, which is so sick. I am loving Faye. Just after like a little time playing with Faye, I'm already considering giving her my best damage dealer runes, which was something I was really hesitant about since, I don't want to gimp my dungeon teams at all. But man, that damage output's really good. Even with the speed slot too. I realized that with an attack slot too, the ignored defense numbers would be much higher. But I don't know how I would put her into my Giants team. It's kind of scary that she has that multi-hit. The other thing is the multi-hit is really inconsistent, so it's not like it's always going to hit the Giant. And the thing is, taking out Charlotte is kind of scary for me, I suppose. And I'm just going to do this run once, even though I don't like this at all. I'm going to take out Veramos, and I'm going to run my Giants team like this, just because I'm curious about how she'll perform. She does have the strip on 2, which is nice. I guess that could... man, that could help take the attack buff off the Giant. But the defense break on your team is really the scary thing. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how that goes. We're gonna reduce that a little bit. Yeah, I guess we'll just watch and see how it goes. The other cool thing is, because her skill 3 is ignored defense, the only thing you need to make it really shine when it does hit is an attack buff, and having the second attack buff through Hraesvelg is really nice. Oh, there we go. There's her revenge. Her built-in revenge procs are really nice as well. She reminds me a lot of Alaika, because when Alaika goes crazy, it's like, oh, revenge proc into Dodd and to kill your unit because he's got, 40k hits. So, especially because she defense breaks on 1 and then double hits on 2. I mean, her potential damage output's really nice. And that's the other thing, is she brings a second defense break, and oh man, there we go. She procced her defense break there. So if Galleon derps, I guess she's got potential to do stuff here. The multi-hit is what really scares me. I think we might wipe here though, because the defense break. When he AoEs, yep. Yeah. So that's the big thing with this team, is it has more damage. We still won. I would count that as a failed run though. So this team has a lot more damage, but let's see the speed. The speed's not even really worth it though. I don't know. She might need better runes, and the rest of my team kind of needs tweaking too, and I shouldn't even consider that rune. But yeah, FEI's damage output's amazing. She's element neutral, which is really nice. I'm sure she's got great usability in Guild Wars. We don't really have a Guild Wars I can show her off in. But I really wanted to point out she is going to be a huge part of my account in the future, because even with these other Nat 5s that I have sitting here, FEI just kind of outshines them in terms of damage output and usability at my current stage of the game. I realize Eladriel's insane on Guild Wars defense. Amir has great usability as well. I guess Pungbake is great on a cleave team, and Arena and Guild Wars defense, the Monkey King has amazing usability as well. The thing is, all of them, I think, barring Pungbake, perform a little bit better on violent runes. So monsters I'll probably hold off on building until dragons. So Hua, I was talking about building her for a while. She's probably another unit I'm going to save till dragons, if any unit, because, you know, her attack bar reduction helps a lot for killing the dragon, just preventing the enemies in general from getting turns. Same thing with Stella. She has some skill ups from other assassins, but she probably won't get built until dragons, because in general, like, I don't really want to replace Hraesvelg in my Giants team, because his damage output's good, because he's got the element advantage over the Giant. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get rune sets for the following monsters. Vertihil, of course, I want a rune set for him that's fast enough. I was thinking about building Poseidon for dragons. We'll see how that pans out, but I am looking for a damage dealer set for Poseidon. I do have runes on Wayne, just as a side note, just screwing around in Guild Siege, so I have one extra unit for so I could finish a team. I thought about building Wayne for Giants, but I don't think I'm going to. Bella and Vero are both near set for dragons. Vero would need some more accuracy, but his speed is right on par for what you're going to want for a dragons team if you are going to run a Swift Vero and you do want consistency. Galleon probably wouldn't even go into my first dragons team, even though I kind of want to hop right into a speed team. And I was considering building the Magic Knight as well. I thought about building a Tark, and the big problem is I want a lot of utility on my team to add more sustainability to my Dragons team. The problem is adding a Tark as a damage dealer, he really doesn't bring anything except for a second Vertihil hit or a second Magic Knight hit, and it's hard to sacrifice attack bar reduction for a Tark whose consistency is kind of low unless his speed is high and his damage is high, and the rest of your team is on par. So for the most part, you know, to really sum up what I just said, which was a big confusing mess, I'm not going to focus on dragons until my Giants runes are like all the way locked down, until I'm probably finishing Fighter 2 or Fighter 3 in Arena. I know that's very ambitious without any violent runes, but I believe that if I get enough drops from Giants and I farm it hard enough, that I'm going to get the runes that I need to really start working on these defenses. I'll talk about that in another video. But that's about all for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys missed me. I have a lot more video content coming in the very near future, so please enjoy the other videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, it's West again. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more.